resentful when after you spend time with them. The most important quality about a relationship is how it makes you feel. And if you feel good around a person and you can trust them, it means it's a healthy relationship. But if the other person tries to control you, criticizes you, or abuses your generosity, then maybe you want to reconsider this friendship. Of course, we ourselves should not push the limits of our friendship. We should not ask for unreasonable favors. We should not abuse another person's generosity or take advantage of the other person. Of course, a very unhealthy thing is to gossip behind your friend's back and to damage their reputation. Healthy friendships nourish your life, add to your life and nourish you. They can actually boost your mental and physical health. In a healthy friendship, you feel safe and secure, and in unhealthy friendships instead, they may be possessive, or somebody may want to act in a certain way to feel accepted. And there is another aspect of our modern life that has to do with the specifics of our communication today. Technology has changed the way that we communicate with each other. We can add as many friends as we like on social media, on Facebook and Instagram. But are they really our friends? Online friends are not enough. And we may have hundreds of connections on Facebook, for example, but it doesn't mean that that any of these people could actually see you in person today. They will not hug you when you're in a crisis. They will not visit you when you're sick. And they will not celebrate a happy occasion with you. So it's completely okay to make a New Year's resolution this year, maybe step back and re-examine your relationships. Maybe you'll find out that some of the people in your circle are actually pretty bad for you, and it's completely okay to think that if you understand that a person may have a bad influence on you. And on the contrary, healthy friendships can actually make a huge impact on our health and happiness, because friendship relieves pain. It brings comfort and joy, releases stress, and I wish you all to have meaningful and powerful friendships.
Thank you, Yelena. And now again, 1 minute of silence for you to evaluate your speech. So 1 minute is over and let's continue. As you know, there are always people who just ignore New Year's resolutions. And our last speaker said that she has no resolutions. So let's welcome to this stage the person who just enjoys her life with a speech. Want less, get more. Want less, get more. Yulia Tokarev.
I was raised in a family of scientists. My granny is a mathematician. My grandfather is a physicist. My father is a physicist too, and he built his own laboratory back in my home country. My mom used to be a physicist, but now she's an IT specialist. Imagine growing up in the family of a scientist. Imagine a New Year celebration. You have a family around the table. You have Olivier, right? You have a little grilled chicken, and the discussion over the table. Normally, normal people discuss, you know, how the year went, where the people traveled, right? How the things going. In my family, the conversation starts like that. I wrote 3 articles this year, and they were published in a famous journal in the United States. My father continues, oh, that's nothing. I built a laboratory and I brought 3 machines from China. My grandfather continues, what are you talking about? I gave speech during the 3 conferences across the world. None of you traveled as frequently as I did. And the conversation kept going on like that, during the whole New Year celebration. And how did it impact me living in this type of family? I was always taught that you need to work as hard as possible, that you always need to set a higher plank, that you are always not enough, that you always need to do more, and more, and this more never ends. And throughout my life, I was setting different wants. I was struggling with different desires. So how can I write 3 articles and travel across the world, right? In the beginning, I decided, hey, I want to be the best in the class in my school. Sure, yeah, I did that. I was the best in the class and I got the medal and all these fancy celebrations after that. I wanted to win the state championship in languages. Sure, I did that, right? Because my family pushed me, you need to achieve it. Of course, I mean, I didn't have a choice, right? You need to win it, okay, you win it. When it came to university, it gets more complicated. I wanted to be the top 1% of the university, the best student. And I sacrificed my friendship, I sacrificed my private life, I sacrificed my free time. I was so stressed, but I got this 1%. That's what I've been taught in my family. You work as hard as you can, but you get that goal. You get what you wanted. And what are the complicated things with your wants and desires? The older you get, the harder it is. The harder it is to come up with what you want, and the harder it is to get, because your wants and desires are not that simple anymore. And me, at this age of around 23, 25, as a true millennial, I decided to set another goal, another want. So what could that be? I was thinking, oh, it needs to be something like really, really hard, right? It needs to be something like challenging everything that I ever knew. And I wanted to get a fulfilling job that could give me freedom, that could give me money, where I could feel appreciated, and where I can feel that I'm contributing to the world. For me, it felt like, hey, nice want, nice desire to achieve. I have been working for 2 years, and I haven't come up even close to achieving this goal. I've been working very hard at my current job. I've been applying for different positions. I've been into different social projects just to have this feeling of being fulfilled at my work. And it just doesn't seem to come. Even right now, me speaking here, I don't feel that I'm coming very close. In the search and pursuit of happiness, right, in pursuit of freedom and fulfillment, I decided, hey, I need to do yoga. Like everyone who wants to feel fulfilled, that feels like they need to do yoga. Okay, so I decided it's time for yoga. And I literally signed up for yoga classes. And usually, you know, when girls come to yoga, of course, they are searching for this peace in their head, and also they're searching for looking beautiful, right? And doing all this crazy yoga stuff. Like, imagine the craziest stuff that yoga people can do. I decided that I want that. I really want that, and I will achieve it in 1 year. I can do all of this stuff that people been trying to achieve in 10 years. I can do it in 1. So, after 1 year, I was the worst in the class. Like, literally, everyone was so much better than me. I was not even close to them. And I was feeling so desperate. I got used to, from my childhood, I get used to, if I want something, I get it. And here, After a year and a half, I was still divorced, and it seems didn't, and my dream and my want was not coming to its conclusion. So what do you do in the yoga when you're struggling? You go to a yoga master, right? You come like, oh teacher, I'm struggling, like year and a half passed and I mean nothing, I'm still the worst in the class. I want to do all this stuff that you can do, why can't I do it? And he's like, oh my friend, now it's like, it feels like you're growing up. I can teach you the yoga paradox that I faced and hope